On today's episode,
I'm the CEO of you. What got you here today to the person you are right now?
Like, nothing's hard for me. The gym, I enjoy it. I enjoy getting up and bettering myself. How many proper friends do you have? On a real. I've had people who I thought were my ride or dies, not fuck with what I was doing. 3 things that changed my life was giving up nights out, giving up PlayStation, and I wouldn't say that I'm not ready for one, but for a woman to come into my life, I think that she'd have to be, you've been saying for ages that you want to start this business, you want to do this, you want to do that. Fucking show me. Don't say it.
Exactly. They've taken no steps to make it.
But girls are in the fortunate position where they've got the upper hand to men, whereas they can go and gain a following on TikTok and Instagram. So I feel like if you're a man that isn't as available as other men. H is a video marketer from Worcester. I didn't have the time for like an hour to go and have a shit, and that fucked me off. I was like, you don't have your biological brother. You have to go and find him. And I feel like I found him. I don't understand prostitutes. I said earlier that I've got no regrets. I've got one regret. My only regret.
Welcome to the CEO of you. CEO being the highest ranking position you can be in any company. We believe that you are the CEO of your own life. You have full responsibility on how you react to situations in your life.
Always remember, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react. Be the boss, be the CEO. Repeat after us. I create my own pathway.
I will be great.
I will make it.
What got you here today to the person you are right now?
Stay in discipline, man.
Stay in
Discipline. That's the biggest thing for me. I don't give a fuck how. Can I swear?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, yeah.
I don't want you guys to have to beep over everything.
Yeah, we don't beep.
Bro, just being disciplined as fuck, man. Like, every day I get up. Like, I feel like why that was instilled into me is from when I first started to touch weights when I was 13. And like from that day, it's like every lunchtime at school, everybody would go out to do their thing, fuck around in a... You know, just like in the playground. I don't know what it's called in secondary school, but bro, I was just in the gym putting in work. And it was like, I don't know, from there it was like instilled in me. Like, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it properly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I feel like 13 is a pretty young age to start gym.
Bro, do you know what it is? I remember I've got like a vague memory from when I was like probably like 8 years old at primary school. And I drew a picture of like a bodybuilder and I like showed it to my teacher. I was like, would you give this man a hug? Bro, so it's like, I think that like it was like instilled in me from young that I thought that was something that was fucking cool. Just going to the gym. Although I don't bodybuild.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just health and fitness is huge. I think it's massive for me. It's important for everyone.
So what does discipline mean to you? Because I know like discipline's a massive thing, especially if you want to go far in life. And how has discipline worked for you?
Discipline for me is, I don't even have to think about it, to be honest with you. It's not a huge thing for me because I just naturally, I get up and I do what I've got to do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like every day I'm getting up out of bed at 6 a.m. when my alarm goes off. Don't get me wrong. There's days where like I might jump out of bed at 6:30. It might be a little bit later, but I'm like, if I'm tired or something like that, but I'm jumping out of bed when my alarm goes off and I'm going straight to the gym. I'm getting that first battle of my day done. And it's like straight. We're in my room, we're in the office, we're working, we're building.
What time do you normally wake up? Because you said
6.
jump at 6:30.
6 to 6:30, man. It depends.
Oh, a.m. Yeah. Just making sure.
And then straight to the gym. I'm usually within the gym with like half an hour of waking up. So I'm in the gym between 6:30 and 7 every day.
I like that. I've kind of adopted that routine as well.
Yeah, it's the best thing,
early,
bro.
Gym first.
It's a nice way to start your day. It's like you're up, you're completing your fucking challenge, and it's like I enjoy it as well. It makes me so happy. I'm in peace. Like whether I'm training with someone or on my own, like it's that time just to fucking like, I don't know, you're in the gym and you're grinding. It makes you feel good in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying?
So would you say going to the gym first thing in the morning is the hardest battle you have of the day? Because I feel like, especially for myself, I think when I was taking cold showers, still do, going into that cold shower was the hardest thing.
How did you find it?
Bro, do you know what? I did it. I was like, fuck this. I enjoy the warm showers too much.
That's how I feel.
That's what I'm saying. So going into cold shower for me was like the hardest thing of the day. But I noticed the day rest after that was easy. Yeah. Because mentally you don't want to jump in that cold shower. So for you in the gym, would you say that's the hardest thing in the day? Once you got that done, nice and easy.
Do you know what? I don't think it is. To be honest with you, I don't find anything that I do that hard. Because even if it's a little bit that I do every day, like I work 7 days a week in it, regardless whether that day of working is an hour, 2 hours, or whether that day of work is 13, 14 hours, I'm answering client calls, I'm at shoots, I'm editing, whether that day is short or long, I'm putting in work and it doesn't even feel like work. It's like nothing's hard for me. The gym, I enjoy it. I enjoy getting up and bettering myself. I enjoy getting up at 6 a.m. and it's like I'm on the way to the gym and no one's up. I'm there before everybody.
I know
I'm there. I'm getting in. I go in. I'm dishing out spuds to everybody that's there, getting in early as well.
Nice,
It's like I'm on my way home and it's like I'm driving past my competition. This sounds nasty, bro. But these guys are all just going to their normal jobs. Like it's just easier for me. It's a reminder every day that I'm not doing what you're doing. I'm doing something. I'm working on my own time. I'm free to do whatever I want when I want. Like I can go for food here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah,
we're trying to build it so I can afford to go on holiday like every day, man, and travel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got that freedom.
Have you ever felt burnout? Because you said you work 7 days a week, no matter how long, short.
From time to time. So like with training, sometimes I feel like I need to maybe take a week where I deload and just rest a little bit, or just kind of have a week off. But I can't remember the last time that I did that because I'm so in love with what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah. It genuinely makes me happy to build. And it's like, we were having this conversation earlier. It's like that acceleration is the fun part. Andrew Tate said it, that acceleration is the fun part of the journey. Like it's not fun when you're cruising at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's like that acceleration to 200 miles an hour is the fun part. And that's what I'm loving at the moment. Like it's sick. It's like every day is something new and I get up and I'm here for it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what does it mean, especially for what you just said, when you said you're driving past the competition and people are going to their 9 a.m.s? What does that mean to actually have something you do, something you love, and have that monetized? Because you basically work on your free time, in your own time.
Do you know what it is for me, bro? It's like the proudest thing. And I get emotional sometimes thinking of it. It's always, for some reason, it's always at like 6:30 in the morning. I'm driving to the gym. And like, I don't know, I'll be listening to like Do Not Disturb by Drake or something like that.
Oh, I love that song.
And bro, it's the hardest grinding song ever, bro. It makes me feel a type of way. But I'll be on the way to the gym, bro. And I start getting emotional. Like, because I can't believe that I've made it out. Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm balling, because I'm not. I pay myself, which is cool. That's cool to me. At the end of every week, I go into online banking, and from the business account, I transfer myself my wages, which is cool. And obviously my partner's wages as well. That's so cool for me. But like, I made it out. Like I'm not. No one's telling me what to do. I'm doing my own thing, and it's whatever I build from here onwards.
That's amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
And you mentioned before earlier in our conversation how you're not tied down to a specific location. So like you can travel to Dubai and still work and still make the same amount of money. Is that important to you as well?
Yeah, 100%. Well, so at the moment, obviously, I haven't said I've got a video marketing agency, and it's just
about that.
It's cool, man. For me, I enjoy sales. It's taught me how to sell things. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to say I'm like Jordan Belford, but it's taught me how to sell. And to be honest with you, my partner Chris, he's my best friend as well. Yeah. He's probably better at selling than me, so it's good because my strengths are more on the creative side and just letting my mind go like I'm like a big kid.
Yeah.
Chris is like business savvy. Like he's a smart guy, so it works like that. But the marketing agency is just amazing. Like I'm always meeting different people every day, selling. Like I said, it's so sick. And then it's like my work is I'm sitting on my laptop and doing what I enjoy doing, which is making content.
I love that.
Yeah. Where's it? So.
Sorry, bro. Wait, you asked the question, man. And Kai interrupted you. He's like, no. Let me ask my question now, bro.
What was the question?
That's all.
Just carry on. If it comes to me.
All right. So basically, this is a journey of entrepreneurship. You're doing great thing. Tell me, you told us about many of the highs. Tell me about the lows.
Last night, bro.
Last night?
Yesterday, I said to Chris, this is the worst I've felt since we started the business.
Really?
Last night is when I felt burnout. It's the only time so far. But I still got up today. I didn't go for my run this morning like I usually do on a Sunday. But that's because I had to come here.
Yeah.
Explain how you felt.
I'm going to go gym later. Don't worry. I'm still going to get it in. But it's like, I woke up, obviously 6 a.m. like normal, went to the gym, did my thing. And then I had my first client call at 11. And from 11 onwards, I was doing client calls. And then from the client calls led to my first shoot of a 4-shoot day, which is the most that has ever consisted in a day, which was all retainer work. And it just ripped me off. I was just so tired. Like you wouldn't think that just walking around with a camera is tiring, but by the third shoot, halfway through it, I wanted to go to sleep. And then it's like I was sat in like one of the back rooms at a cocktail bar in Worcester.
Yeah.
For where we were shooting, and I was sat there with my hands in my face like this, and I was just like, Chris, I was like, I've never felt this bad. Like I just wanted to. My legs were hurting, my feet were hurting. I was tired. I wanted to go sleep, and it's like I have to go out now in a club filled with people that are all drunk. Like obviously the football was yesterday, so it was busy as fuck. Like 2 fights kicked off in the club. I was like, oh my days, get me home. Do you know what I mean? But that's probably the only low so far. To be honest with you, everything is exciting. Even if it's a no from a client, I'm still learning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you know when you said, what time did you get back last night? 1, 2?
Got back at 1:30 in the morning.
What time did you wake up? Was it still
that
6?
morning?
Yeah.
6. But bro, that's not even minor. I sometimes will wake up at 6 in the morning and I will go and do a club shoot and I will get home at 4 a.m.
That is crazy.
Bro, I'm
are you not tired, bro?
Do you think I care, bro? The grind's the grind, bro.
It is any time, anywhere.
And do you know what it is? Sometimes, like, I'm having fun, bro. Like, if it's my only shoot of the day and, like, it's not like last night where I was burned out.
Okay.
Like, that's very rare. Don't really happen. But it's like, I'm having a good time whilst I'm shooting as well, man. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you get a couple drinks on board. Although I'm not really for drinking and going out anymore. So I feel like it ruins productivity, ruins creativity. You're tired. You want to do nothing the next day. You eat shit. You don't want to go gym. Although I'll still get up and do it because I don't care.
Facts.
I'm glad you said so I'm guessing you've witnessed clubbing firsthand as somebody who's making money in the club and someone who's also been a consumer of the club. Tell us what it's like to be on the creative side and actually making money in the club and why you are not on the old side.
I get paid to go to the club, bro. Do you know that Drake bar? It's it's like I ain't going to the club unless they pay. I can't even fucking remember what it is. It's on, I'm pretty sure it's on Do Not Disturb as well. But it's like, bro, I get paid to go to the club. Although I want to nightlife, I don't really want to take any more clients to do with that. Just purely because it's late, man. I don't enjoy being up late in the night.
Okay, I can see.
I prefer the early morning grind, the day shoots. I get everything done.
So why are you not in the club now as you was before?
So
tell them the truth about the clubs.
Right. So a year ago, literally this time last year, probably just before that. So I was seeing a girl, and then after that ended, I obviously, don't get me wrong, I was still going gym and everything, but I started going out every weekend and drinking. I was eating a bit shit. It was different city every weekend, hotels, feeding myself 4 meals, which obviously it gets expensive. Like I was probably spending all of my week's wages and more, like digging into my savings on going out, just because I was enjoying going out. But then it really changed for me when I went to Magaluf on holiday. Ooh, and obviously I'd not long started my freelance videography work prior to this. And I started it and I wasn't really putting in 100%. And I went to Croatia before that, came back, went a little bit harder, went to Maga. And I was at a pool party on my first day and I was looking around. I was like, what am I doing here? The fuck am I doing here? Like, no offense to anybody who goes Magaluf, but I was just looking at everybody. I was just like, you're just a bunch of fucking losers. Like, no one's impressing me here. This doesn't interest me anymore. Like, I'm done with it. And it's like, since I've stopped going out, like I got back from Maga, I went harder. I went back home to Cyprus twice as well after that. Each time after I came back, I went harder and harder. And it's like, I kind of realized the recipe, like, to getting what you want and to getting success is just putting everything into it. Like, once I stopped going out, I was so much more productive all the time. I was getting in every single day. And it's like, nothing was going to stop me. Like, I remember after that, I stopped going out completely. I stopped drinking. On my last night in Cyprus, we got real fucked up. We went to this club in the capital and I threw up on my way home. And after that, I didn't drink for like 4 months. I just didn't want to. And that first month when I got back is when I saw the most progress because I put absolutely everything that I possibly could into the business, into my freelance work. Yeah. This was before it was even a video marketing agency. Yeah, I put everything in, and there was a week where I did £1,500. And to me, I'd never earned that money before. When I was working before, I used to work for my dad. We got a family business doing fish and chip shops, and I used to earn like £500-600 a week when I first started. And I was on top of the world. I thought I was the biggest fucking G there was. Earning money. Imagine. I thought that no one could stop me. I thought designer, bottles in the club. Like I thought I was the G, but that's not money, bro. 1,500 is not even a lot of money. Yeah. But it's like I put in that month of hard work and I got there and I was like, fuck. I was like, I can do it. Like all I have to do is just keep doing what I'm doing. It's like, obviously I'm not going to disclose how much I'm doing now within the business, although I don't pay myself a lot. Don't get it twisted. Everything's getting reinvested. But you don't need to put in that much work nowadays to earn a lot of dough.
Mm.
You don't, and people don't understand it.
I've heard
You
that
can
a few
work
times.
2 days a month and do $5 grand. $5 grand a month, clear profit from a service-based business.
Yeah.
That's fact. I don't understand why people are at home not doing it. It doesn't make sense to me. But either way, like I said, it's less competition for me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Less saturated market, I can charge higher. You guys, you don't, if you're not about it, just don't do it.
So if you was to give these people one piece of advice that you probably wish you had when you was younger, what piece of advice would you give to people
Try
sitting at
stuff.
home?
I ain't even got to think about that. Fucking try stuff. Just don't even think about it. I was so scared when I was younger to do things. Like, I remember I always wanted to start YouTube whilst I was at school. I always wanted to. But I just never did it because I was a bit like, oh, what are people going to think?
Yeah.
What are they
I
going to
was kinda
say
like
about
that.
me? Yeah, exactly. You're scared. And during lockdown, a pal of mine, more of an acquaintance, but we're cool, started doing YouTube. And I was like, I want to do YouTube. Like, this is sick. So I started doing it. I was like, fuck, if I can try YouTube, I can try this.
Yeah.
Or I can try that. And I was just trying everything until I found that thing for me that was going to lead my pathway to where I want to get to in life. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like that was kind of the ethos of trying things was instilled in me from a young age. I don't know where from. But when I was 11 years old, I started my first business at school. I used to really like Lego and I was really good creatively, which I still am today. And people used to bring their Lego men to school and I used to paint them. And I used to charge them like £20. Teachers found out and I had to stop, whatever. It's like I did like a clothing brand in like year 9. I didn't sell anything at all. Like I've tried things here, there and everywhere. I used to have an American candy business as well. With my current business partner. We left that with a profit, but our hearts weren't in it. Tried drop shipping. Like, I've tried everything, bro. I've tried YouTube. I had a fitness page on Instagram. I started TikTok at the start of lockdown and I've got to the point now where brands are sending me stuff, which is like,
That's
nice.
great.
Like, I don't have to pay for them.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, just try stuff and get yourself out there. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to.
That's hard. That's
Yeah,
hard.
I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are too scared to take the risk because of what other people might think. So like, what one emotion would you say that they need to remove from their personality to actually go out there and take that step? Fear.
1000%. You got to be fucking ruthless. Do you know what I mean?
that.
No one else is going to do it for you. You have to get out and do it.
No one's coming to save you.
1000%, bro. It's like, what the fuck are you worried about?
Yeah.
What people are going to say about you? Do you
For
care?
real. You live
Bro.
once, bro.
I've like literally how many proper friends do you have on a real
It's true.
outside of that friends and family circle? Even their opinions don't matter sometimes because not everybody can see the vision that you have in your head.
True.
It's only
understand what I'm
like-minded
saying?
people that want to see you actually win.
Yeah,
who want to
bro.
win themselves. Who
Do
actually
you,
see.
do you know what I find when I'm at somewhere where it's really good for networking, or
Yeah.
even my best example is every videographer that I will ever meet, anybody with a camera in their hand, and they see me with a camera in their hand,
Go have a conversation.
you want to have a convo straight away. You want to exchange details. You never know when you're going to need each other. Every successful person I've ever met, they want to exchange details with you. It's never the people that are kind of stuck in that mindset of, I don't want you to do well. I don't want you to do well.
Yeah.
They're not, they're just like, oh, whatever. I'm not going to introduce myself to you. I don't need you. That power of networking, like, it's crazy. You never know when you're going to need someone and what you can offer them or what they can offer you.
Yeah, it's true. And you also mentioned off camera how it's like the 7-person rule. You're like 7 people away.
So
From
what is that rule?
So you're only 7 people away from anybody in the world. So for instance, my one of my pals, his missus was in Dubai, has been living in Dubai recently, and one of her friends was at Andrew Tate's yard. So that makes me 2 people away from Andrew Tate. My goat. Like, I want to meet this
Yeah,
guy.
that is mad.
2 people away from him. Like, bro, the Sidemen, I know a girl who's got a clothing brand with, well, her sister has a clothing brand with Tobe Jizzle from the Sidemen.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
Vision. 2 people away from the Sidemen, bro. Get into this, like, you're never far away from anything. And if you put yourself out there, you never know who you're going to meet and who you're going to come across.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
true.
So what would you say is like, if someone wanted to maybe elevate themselves and work with better people, what piece of advice would you give?
Be confident, man. Go talk to those people. Bro, it used to be hard for me. I'm confident, but I'm shy. I'm an extroverted introvert.
Really?
That's how I like to market myself. Fucking, but it's like, that's fucking agency owner. I'm going to talk like that, innit? But it's true. Like, this is a personal brand. You guys have your personal brands, how people perceive you. My Fuck. What was the question again? No. Wait.
You sure you got it?
Yeah. No. What was the question?
Question was if somebody wanted to network, what's one piece of advice you would give to them to basically start doing this?
And you're talking about confidence.
You said confidence is one.
Confidence, 1,000%. I'm an extroverted introvert, but it's like that doesn't matter. Put yourself in those uncomfortable situations where you make conversation with people and you just try and find out a little bit about them. Even if it's something as simple as if you're shy when you go and get your coffee in the morning from Starbucks, thank you, have a nice day. How are you today? Do you know, those little things, you don't understand what changes they'll have up here, but just force yourself to go have those conversations. Like, it's not hard. Like, if you see someone that's interesting and you like what they're doing, just go and have a conversation with them. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose at all. You go talk to them, and it's like, you don't know what you could gain. It's like, oh, how's it going, man? I really fuck with what you're doing. Here's my details. Remember me for next time. You never know where that convo could lead you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I've always said, like, you will never do something you don't know what you want to do if you're always in your comfort zone. Because when you're sitting at home doing everything that's comfortable to you, as in you repeated it so many times, how do you really expect to get to the next level and really break that uncomfortable cycle? Because really and truly, development happens when you're out the comfort zone. That's a straight fact in anything. Because I can guarantee you this, all three of us on this journey, it's risky when you want to go and text this person to go and network with them. Has you ever felt like a spot you've ever been comfortable on this journey?
No, bro. Do you know how many times?
Never.
How many times I've been outreaching to clients, and then it's like, oh, maybe I could secure him, but I've got to meet them. And I'm like, wow, like a younger me would be too scared to even text, let alone meet them, and then show them my work, and having that confidence to be like, yo, my work is actually good.
How proud is that younger self of you though?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I look back
growth,
sometimes
bro.
and I think,
Crazy,
wow.
man. Especially like meeting with you. Like, think about it. Even though he's one person away, if I was someone who was conservative, I would have never followed you or just hit you up.
Yeah.
But you see, like, because we got nothing to lose.
The first thing, as soon as you followed me, I fucked to what you're doing.
That's
I
what
got
I'm
your message.
and that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
people like me like, yo, it costs nothing to take a risk. Like, if you do it, you'll never regret it because you've got nothing to lose. That's how I'm thinking when you're telling your story about how it started. You've literally had nothing to lose and all the world to gain. That's what I was saying. Before we had the first phone call, I was saying to Ajane, I fuck with this guy.
And it's funny
I
because
fuck with this guy. And I said, we're
after
going to
the
love
phone
him.
call, after the phone, he said
I
that.
said,
Then
he
after
said-
the phone call, I said, yeah, fuck with him. Because obviously I've never spoken to you
That's what
before.
I'm saying.
I fuck with you guys as well, man. Everything you guys have going on, like, obviously I want to have my own podcast. Hopefully one day. Like, it's just dope, man. It's dope seeing it all. I see the vision.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna get far.
Think about this now. Even like we're saying how all of this has been uncomfortable. Harry's travelled down from Worcester today. And just from a conversation, how we're all being intrigued and interested in learning each other before, you know what, guys? How about we work together? Just like that. From a conversation, we work together. But it took us all from having this conversation on Instagram, bringing it into reality to creating a new future, which could be,
bro.
I want to make that happen. You get what
We
I'm saying?
discussed about having a creative space and office with podcast
But you
studios.
see, I would say all three of us are like-minded. So we always want better. You see, like if you're reaching out to people who aren't like-minded and all closed-minded work have the same, these conversations wouldn't be happening when it developing
in one ear, out the other.
other. Because have you had any problems with like friends in the past, friends or relationships where they don't see the vision?
I'm gonna say the wrong thing.
Speak freely, Harry. Speak freely.
Bro, I've had people who I thought were my ride or dies kind of not fuck with what I was doing, which is heartbreaking, bro. Like, I remember I started a gym page during Instagram. I started a gym page on Instagram during lockdown. This was like my first thing that was kind of out there and public to everybody before YouTube and stuff like that. This was my first thing where I was going to get in front of a camera and make content. And well, funny enough, my marketing agency's Instagram is now that Instagram, which is So I'm never going to forget that. On the archive post, it's on my old gym post, which is quite funny.
That's it.
But I started that and I put it in the chat. Boys, can you please all follow my page, etc., stuff like that. And two of the boys in the chat weren't following. And etc. Like, it's minor, but you might not be interested in the gym, etc. But come and show your love. Whatever you're doing, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna fuck with it because it's you. I'm gonna show you love. Get better the next day. Do better. I really like this. What you did. You could improve here. Instead, I'm not gonna get too deep into the story just because I don't really want to. Yeah. But it just started throwing shade on me, and that kind of that upset me. But then it also made me want to go harder and prove the motherfuckers wrong that didn't believe in me. That I'ma do it.
Have you like ever experienced, I don't know what you want to call it, backhand compliments, for example? For me, I remember when I started the podcast, and then people start referring to me now, oh, Mr. CEO boy, out of nowhere, when they were never calling me that before. Have you ever experienced anything like that where, like you just said, a bit of
the
shade?
time, bro? I remember I used to get fucking violated when I used to do YouTube in the chat. They used to take the piss out of my YouTube name, out of this, that, everything, bro. But obviously, I just took it on the chin. And my mom always said to me, like, when people are making jokes of you, they mean it. So my mom's saying that I brought up knowing was many of true words are said in jest, which basically means if people are having these jokes of you, like, for instance, Kai, like, I've seen you do your YouTube channel, like, and they kind of make a joke about it. It's what they're saying they mean. If it's like a joke which isn't, then I don't know how to word it.
Take your time.
Right. So my mom would always say to me, many of true words said in jest, which basically means, so if I had my YouTube channel and all the boys would be putting in the chat, taking the piss out of a certain video, and I'd be like, boys, like, don't say that. They'd be like, nah, man, we're only joking. But they're not joking. They fucking mean it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of these stuff are on the sly, on the backhand, and it's people that you don't realize that are around you. Do you know what I mean?
I hear
it. It's scary, bro. You can't trust nobody. It's why I don't fucking no one. I don't go out. I don't see nobody. Me and my partner, fucking conquering the world. That's all I need right now. I don't need anything else.
You know what? J. Cole lyric always stands out to me when you said that. It's a lyric that goes, all good jokes contain true shit. So it's like, they're saying a joke, but really and truly, they mean everything they said in that joke, but they're playing it off as a joke.
I mean, that's the thing though, because you're your friend, you kind of give blindside, like, supply. Really and truly, it's the truth. Like, if they weren't a friend and somebody else said that, you perceive it as, yo, nah, what you trying to say? Whereas because your friend, you're like, oh, it's a joke. And they'll always just play it off like, bro, the minute they say, oh, it's a joke, you're like, oh, he's a joke, so I know him. We'll let it slide. You get what I'm saying?
It's like, why are you being so sensitive? Why are you calling me negative for? Bro, you fucking mean it, bro.
They mean it. I'm glad you say it, because they mean that shit, bro. It's wicked. But do you ever realize, like, since you've been growing on this journey, do you ever realize, have you ever thought you've outgrew any people and had to leave people in behind?
Bro, you guys are finna get me in trouble, man.
You know what? Listen, Harris, I'd rather you speak freely.
I'll be real.
Because I can give some.
I feel like I've thought this since I was very young. No motherfuckers on my level. Within around me. I don't in my city, Worcester. Although I'm not the richest there, I'm not the most successful. I don't drive the nicest car, etc. All these things. I'm not the best yet. But no motherfuckers are on my level. And my partner's level as well. It's like, us two together, we can't be defeated. Either way, whether it was the marketing agency, whether it was this, whether it was that, we were going to make it. There is no way that we couldn't have done it. No way.
And you know what I love about you is the level of confidence. It kind of reminds me of Kanye, because Kanye used to say, yo, he can do whatever he wants and he'll be the best at it. Like, he doesn't care if you've been playing basketball for 10 years. He can jump in and play basketball and be better than you.
Let me give you an example. I'm a terrible footballer. I'm terrible. I never really played football growing up. My mom, my dad, everybody laughs at me, all my friends. Whenever I've got a ball at my feet, I am terrible. It's like I've got two left feet. Are so funny. I am don't violate me. The way I run as well. Bro, I'm getting PTSD from my friends violating me. Bro, I'm convinced if I played football twice a week, I would be the best footballer in my group chat. Fact. Don't start laughing, bro. I'm convinced that that's a fact.
How good are you football, Harris?
Nah, I'm terrible. I'll openly admit I'm terrible at football. But I'm convinced that if I played consistently, I would be one of the best ballers around.
So, you see what Ajane just said about Kanye?
Yeah.
Do you have any inspirations? Because I know for you, Ajane, Kanye's like a massive inspiration.
Yeah. Like the Kanye documentary made me kind of say, yo, I need to get up off my ass. He was going to every record label studio and talking to the receptionist and playing like Jesus Walks and All Falls Down, which are big hits.
No.
And they were saying no. He could have easily went, maybe my music ain't good. Maybe I can't rap. But he kept pushing and like, look where he is.
Have you seen the Kanye doc?
Yeah.
Sick in it.
You seen it?
It's
amazing, bro. It's amazing.
It makes my heart go. But no, I'll be real. This is going to sound cliche, but one of my inspirations is myself. Not even in like a cocky way. Like, I don't look at myself and I'm like, oh, you fucking inspire me. But like sometimes like obviously I make my content, I put it out there. Sometimes I'll just go look and I'll reflect and I'll see what I'm doing. It's like that will inspire me. Seeing the people around me doing great things, that inspires me. And on my TikTok feed is all just inspirational stuff. So people like Iman Gadzi, that's how you say his name.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Glad you said that.
Bro, sick, man. He's our age, bro. He's worth like 50 million.
Making millions. I think when he had a clip where he was like, yeah, bro, the difference between me and footballers is I get paid and I can go live my life. Footballers are out here trapped in a contract and having to do it. They have to go to the job. It's crazy.
I'm not there yet. I'm not earning loads of money, but I can still go do what I want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Any day of the week, I can go do what I want. But probably my biggest inspiration has to be Tate, bro. He's changed my life, genuinely, for the better.
What's he done?
How?
Bro, like just seeing Tate's content has just made me stop being a fucking bitch. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. During lockdown, it was very much like, don't get me wrong, I was trying all these things and I've always had that dog inside of me and I've always been consistent. But being like, oh, I don't feel good at the moment. I'm just gonna take a rest from this. I'm upset about this. I don't feel confident in myself. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're like, why are you talking to yourself like that? Why the fuck are you being depressed? Get up and get after it. Do you know what I mean? That's what Tate did for me.
Yeah.
Tate fucking reignited that animal. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna do.
I feel like for young men, Tate should be a massive inspiration.
He's been a massive
because
thing.
he says exactly what you need to hear in the most blunt but most honest and truthful way. But I feel like a lot of the stories you said, I think for me, is the one that Aaron spoke about last week, where he goes, you need to, if your life is uncomfortable and you're happy sitting down doing nothing, and you might be like, oh, this week I might go and chill out, and this week I might go to work. No, you should never be like that. You should always go and head it straight up. So, defo, massive shout out to Tate.
Yeah, that even refers to your Tate reference that you said about the rocket.
The rocket. So he had a reference about the rocket where it goes, when they send the rocket off into space, it's straight up. There is no stopping. There is no, oh, I'm gonna stop halfway, then continue going up. And he was like, he gave the analogy. That's how you should perceive your life and your goals. You should be 100% focused, driven. You don't go stop and think, oh, this game's out this week. I'm gonna go chill for 2 weeks and then I'm gonna come back to the grind. It's no, straight grind. See the vision, execute the vision. That's what it is. And I think he's a massive inspiration, and a lot of young men should look up for him. But there is some controversy.
Back to the game coming out. Giving up PlayStation was one of the best things that I've done.
Oh, bro, we speak about it all the time.
The three things that changed my life was giving up nights out, giving up PlayStation, and getting up early. They were the three things that changed my life.
Talk to us about that.
The getting up early, we already covered that. But and the nights out. But the gaming, bro, what a fucking waste of time, bro. Jumping on your PlayStation to earn, just fucking giving your hours away, bro, just for a bit of like dopamine of winning a game of Warzone or something like that.
I say digital
Pointless,
coins, bro. You're jumping on FIFA to win digital coins.
And the thing is, obviously, when I used to play PlayStation was when I was still working in the family business. So I was working long days, getting home from work late, around 9, 10 o'clock at night, jumping on the PlayStation. And then I'd stay up till like 1, 2 a.m. playing just because I wanted to. And it would fuck up my next day. I'd get up late. I wouldn't want to get up because my night's sleep would be shit. Because, bro, when you got those headphones on, it's like you're at war, bro.
Yeah, for real. And the bright screen in your face.
That's things. Even the man doing the call outs makes you feel like, yo, I'm actually there, bro. I'm actually there.
Don't get me wrong, it's fun as fuck, but I'm not there yet to be chilling out doing that.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, I'm glad you said that, because I think we were saying this as well. We want to grind so hard to the point where we can sit down maybe eventually in game, and we ain't got no worries because we know we got money, we got freedom, we got time freedom. We can do whatever we want.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? That's what we.
That really is the goal.
That's what's great.
Joe, one thing I'd like to say.
What?
I don't want to be an old fucking millionaire. Don't get me, like, when I say like I don't want to get rich old. I want to get rich in my 20s.
I know them ones.
Bro,
What do you think it takes to get rich in your 20s?
Hard work, dedication, consistency. That's it, bro. And you find something that you're good at and you can do consistently, and I feel like the money will inevitably come your way. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying to completely chase the money, because there's going to be times where you're going to have to say no, or you don't want certain business. But if you're consistent and you're dedicated, you can change your life and you can start earning dough. Do you know what I mean?
All right, then I got a question just based on what you're saying. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing it for money, or are you doing it to better yourself?
There's a few things.
Why
I want to be able to say fuck you to everybody that didn't believe in me.
Okay.
I was working in the family business. It wasn't for me. I went to sixth form for 2 weeks. I was like, fuck this. What am I doing here? I don't want to go uni. Why am I going to go learn business off someone who's never had a business? And I always knew that I was gonna do something great. I didn't know what it was. I was just trying everything, like I said, and it's led me to where I am today. And I'm not done, but I want to branch out and do everything else. But I'm just doing it because I want to be able to walk into somewhere, and I want the Tate says it. Obviously, like he exchanged the numbers on the screen through Bugatti. I want to be able to have numbers on the screen that I can do whatever the fuck I want with.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go home to my family and repay my dad because he worked hard. Dad, fucking, I've got you that new Bentley that you wanted. I've paid off your house mortgage. Mom stays. Stace is my sister. Dad, we're going on holiday for a week. Fucking my boy, bro, I've just bought you a brand new Ferrari. Like this isn't non-fictional. Wait, non-fictional is the right one, innit?
I'm actually not sure.
Non-fictional's real.
Okay, no.
Fictional's fake.
right.
Fictional's fake.
Right. This isn't fictional. This is non-fiction, bro. Like this shit can happen. You can do it. Like just because it's not right there in front of you, and this is why people are so close-minded to it, because they don't see it in front of them.
Wow.
That brings on to another
That's
key
another
part is your environment. See, where I grew up, I'm not seeing Bentleys, Teslas everywhere. So I'm just thinking, yeah, that's not really attainable for me. I'm growing up in Handsworth, Birmingham. This is what I have to do. Go uni, get a job, and just live out my life.
That's how everybody thinks though, bro.
But like
everybody thinks.
Massively is the environment, because living in ends, before you know what ends is Handsworth. Living in ends, there's nothing there. You don't see anyone doing anything great. And if you do see anyone doing great, it's either making it a footballer or a rapper.
Yeah.
And those are the two key things that how people make it out the hood. But really and truly, there's literally ways to make money digitally. And like what you were saying, doing photography work, actually reaching out to people. There's actually ways, but I feel like some people have to see it, maybe to a friend, to actually believe it.
Yeah, it's true.
Was that ever a case for you?
Bro, no one ever used to fuck with what I was doing. Like in my like kind of group chat with my friends, and like once I started earning dough, and I never shouted about it to anybody. I never really went and told anybody how much I was earning. If people ask me, I just say I'm doing all right for myself. But you kind of notice that people kind of understand that you're doing what you're doing, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't need to say those little things here and there because I can see that you're doing your thing. Do you know what I mean? Like you see that change in attitude from people. Yeah, man. It's important. It's like even like when I'm out and I'm working and people see me working and stuff like that, everybody, it's like just the love that I receive from people is bro, like what you're doing is so sick. Like all the videos look so good. Just keep doing it. You're gonna go far. Like that, I love. Like that change in attitude and that I see. Although I don't need it, I'd get up and do whatever the fuck I'm doing anyways. Yeah. But it's like that makes me happy.
And you know what used to get me is when I'm 22 now. How old are you guys?
I'm 21.
21. Yeah, see, similar age. And if you go on social media, you'll see people our age, even younger, doing things, making money online. And it's kind of like, if they can do it, why can't I?
100%.
And then you're looking up at the olders and they're kind of like maybe in a different generation. They never had the opportunities that we did. Yeah, so they don't understand it. So like going against the grain, it's risky. You're going to get hate for it, but at least try it while you're young. Bro.
It's like, this is your time to be taking risks whilst you're young.
Exactly.
Tell them why.
Because the older you get, the more risky it gets.
It's what I'm saying. You don't want to be 30s, 40s, 50s talking about, oh, you know what? I maybe could have done that back in my day, but I was too comfortable. Like, I'm glad you're saying it because pretty much everyone right here, right now, is taking a risk.
Yeah,
they're doing stuff you never thought. Because did you ever think you was going to be doing something like this?
I always knew that I was going to be doing something amazing. I just didn't know what it was.
I had no
idea that it was going to be video marketing.
That's what I'm saying. I've always felt like, especially when I was gaming, I always felt like I'm destined for
Where's
more.
The potential?
But I always feel like I would never reach that destiny if I would just admit it and said, this is my reality. My reality is gaming, sitting in my ass doing nothing.
And you know what it is as well? I know we've both worked like normal jobs. I know you've worked in your family restaurant as well. And it's kind of like working them jobs. I was just like, I don't think I can do this until I'm 65.
Yeah.
I actually can't, bro. I'm gonna mentally kill myself. Like I can't tolerate sitting there for 8 hours doing this mundane task. It's not for me.
Yeah.
What was it?
You see this picking up a camera, video, editing, my brain's going off and I'm making money from it. Bro, I'm just happy.
We're not stopping here.
Though, we're not stopping.
This
is what I'm
100%,
saying,
bro.
What was it like working for you in your family business?
Well, so the family business was mainly me and my dad running. So my dad's got fish and chip shops. He's got a few of them. And at the start, so obviously I dropped out of school. I went and worked in one of my dad's friends' Windows factories. He used to make windows in Birmingham, in Hell's Home. So I used to work there. I used to do all the shit fucking jobs. I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving after a month. And I was like, where can I learn business? So my dad, I can go learn business with him. Started working with him. And don't get me wrong, it was all right. Money was good. At the start, it was exciting. I was fine. Like I was starting to see £500 a week, £600. I could go out and spend money. But after that kind of wore off, the factor of money, it became uninteresting to me because it was the same thing every single day. Uninspiring people coming into the shop. I don't really have excitement about telling people that I work in a fish and chip shop that's a family business. It's not. I don't know. Like if someone comes up to me now and they ask me what I do, and I say I've got a video marketing agency, that is one of the coolest things.
Yeah,
I say that, and people are a bit taken back. They're like, "What?"
So some people are even like, "What's that?"
Yeah. It's like I just knew there was just little things that used to happen to me that I used to think I have to get out of this. Like not many people are going to be able to relate, but like I used to constantly burn myself on hot oils, spill fish juice like on my feet or something, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I need to leave. Like it was just disgusting, bro.
Did you ever feel like you deserved more when you was there?
I didn't feel like I deserved more because I know that it's a proven method to earn money. Because every single person in the Greek community, which I'm a part of, a lot of them have fish and chip shops, and I'm not throwing shade on it because I don't want it to come across like that. Because my dad put in that hard work in the shop, I've been able to live the life that I live and have that opportunity where I can feel more comfortable taking risks.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say it like it's easy, because I've had it a little bit easier where I've had something to fall back on, type thing. So I don't want to throw shade on it. And there's definitely still a lot of money in it, but I just knew that I was better than that. I was too creative. I was too fluorescent. I was just too like I was ready for more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I knew that there was more to see. I knew that my work could allow me to do whatever the fuck I want. And where that a brick and mortar business in general doesn't, you're stuck somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And it was a takeaway obviously as well. And it's just so much stress. Staff not turning up, deliveries not coming, X, Y, Z. Equipment maybe breaking, or like when you've got a queue outside the door and your adrenaline's going and something breaks, it's the worst feeling in the world. But I don't regret it though, working there or anything like that, because it taught me a lot about business. And I feel like as well, it kind of created more of a relationship with my dad, working with him, because I never really saw him growing up because he was putting in all the hard work. Yeah.
So like you said, it's a great business model for the Greek community. How did your parents feel when you said, I don't want to do this anymore?
So I voiced my opinion from when I first went into the shop that this was a stepping stone for me. I don't know what the fuck I want to do, but this is a stepping stone. I'm going to come in, earn my dough, learn, and take it from there. My mom is like my best friend. She's like my number one fan. She's everything that I do. She is like there to support me. Don't get me wrong. She'll always voice her opinion. Because like as a mother, she probably gets scared and nervous at times about what I'm doing. Like she hates that I shoot nightlife stuff sometimes. She hates it because she's like, what if something happens to you? You're out all the time.
Could imagine.
But my mom, she's been like my number one fan. My dad, he completely understands it. He was actually the one that told me to leave. Although I voiced my feelings that I was ready to kind of step away from the shops. He's the one that came home one night from work and was like, you're done type thing. But I feel like it was a bit harder for him to understand because he's very old school and he doesn't understand that there's different ways to earn money. And I still don't think he understands it now, because I'll say to him that I've just tied down this client for X amount. He's like, just wait until you got the money. Like, what? You can really get money, like that much money from doing this? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard for him because he's very old school and he doesn't understand it. And until it's there, till I buy him that Bentley, he ain't going to understand. Do you know what I mean?
What was it like taking that first risk? Like, do you remember the experience, the feeling when you reached out to your first client? He said, yes, you got the paycheck.
So my first client was actually my current business partner's dad. He was my first ever paying client. He's an online coach and he wanted some content made of him and one of his clients training in the gym together. So I went and did that. Then after that, it was kind of like, fuck, like why does no one else want to pay for my services? I kind of realized I have to do free work. And to be honest with you, I found it so easy just reaching out to people and just saying, can I come do this for free? Because it forced me to network with people. If I was going out somewhere, like I'd be forced to chat to the DJ and see where he could take me or X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I was never really scared. Just it was more like, fuck, like I get to do this, and like I'd come home every day after doing it. I'd be like, oh, like that was sick, and then what I'd edit, everybody would be like, oh, that's sick, that's so cool. And my first playing clients were all really people around me, which kind of led to other stuff. So it was never really too nerve-wracking for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
That's
Fuck
sweet.
with that.
How much free work would you say you've done before you actually started gaining money from clients?
I probably did about 4 projects for free.
4.
4.
Would you say they're big, small, or
Yeah.
Nah, nothing too crazy, man. Nothing that was too time consuming, but it was like enough to kind of build up a portfolio and have things there to show people like, look, this is what I can do. Do you know what I mean? Even my work at the beginning, like compared to what I charge now, it was practically free. Like I would do shitloads of work for pennies, like for videography work. It would be, I would go to shoots, and just because I could get paid, I'd charge like £300 for like a YouTube video and maybe a set amount of reels cut up from that YouTube video. And the client would be asking for more that was not agreed upon. And I'd just be doing it just because it was an opportunity to get paid, which I would never do now. I'd just be like, fuck you, I don't need your money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, if you're not willing to pay and you don't respect my services, then I'm sorry, but we're not going to work together.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Trust me. If there's one lesson you could take from where you are now and add it to the younger Harris, obviously starting, what one lesson would that be?
Stop caring what people think.
Why should we start caring about what people think?
It doesn't matter, bro. Like, fucking, everybody's too scared about doing what they want to do. Like, I hear people depressed all the time, moaning about work and stuff like that. But they're like, oh, I've got this really good idea for a business, or I'd love to maybe try this, etc., X, Y, Z. But they care too much what people think, but they won't even openly admit that. They won't openly admit that they're scared what people think. Because even when I was doing like YouTube, like people would say to me, like, just they wouldn't want to be in a video because they were scared about what people would think. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I've had that as well.
It's that would be the number one thing that I could say to myself. I don't want to elaborate too much on it because I'm going to get repetitive.
Yeah.
But just stop caring, man. Just go for it. Whatever you've got going on in your head, just go for it. Put that idea into action and just be consistent with it. And I promise you, you will surprise yourself at where you can go to.
So let's talk about relationships, intimate relationships. I know you're a single man, I think. Don't want to get you in trouble.
I've never had a girlfriend before.
Really?
No, man. Never.
Damn, you're a playboy like that.
No. Right, listen, I do my thing in it. And
What's that?
Ignore that. Carry on. What was you gonna say?
I do my thing, bro. Listen, I used to be a bit of a simp, to be honest with you. I had to fix myself up big time. Obviously, I've never had a relationship, and I don't feel like I wouldn't say that I'm not ready for one, but for a woman to come into my life, I think that she'd have to be perfect. Not perfect. She'd have to fit into my life perfectly. She'd have to understand that I'm busy and I have things going on. I can't show you attention 24/7. Because I'm getting after it. I'm trying to build. And if you can't understand that, then I don't want you around me. It's facts though, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Back why are we shushing for? Like back when I know that I used to be a simp. Like I was talking to this girl and I used to let her fucking walk all over me, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. I obviously I was messaging her with the intention just to fuck. This was like during lockdown. Yeah. But then like when you talk to a girl a bit more and you get feelings and stuff like that, and then she used to make me feel like shit, bro, because I was simping over her. But then obviously she ended it with me one day, and she obviously when I started becoming a bit of a G and shit like that, she wanted to get back in touch with me.
Damn.
So
I'll be real.
He's on Tommy. You agreed to it.
I'll be real. I clarted and I fucked her over. Fuck you, bitch.
So man said it right to the camera. Right,
let her know.
So would you say women are a distraction?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
100%.
hoes, bro. That do you know what? I never included this earlier. One of the things that I've given up is chasing hoes, bro.
Why, Harris? Why have you
bro?
done that?
I used to I remember when I first started driving. So I actually lost my virginity in my car.
Damn.
And when I first started driving,
one out there.
No.
Cool.
I had a little Vauxhall Corsa. Fuck me, I got a story that I'll get into in a minute. But yeah, in my Vauxhall Corsa, I lost my virginity in my car, and from then I went in dog mode. I had like 4 sightings every week. I was linking 2 of them.
How the hell did you find time to do that?
I don't know,
My bro's
bro.
a 4 side hoe.
You know that, bro.
Who's the main hoe?
I never had a
the
main
main
hoe.
hoe and 4 sides.
So much time.
Like, bro, I obviously that's why used to go out every weekend, used to try and clear. Like, bro, it's the biggest waste of time. Hoes will take away from your energy. They won't allow you to excel because you're too focused on just getting your dick wet. Bro, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I would rather find one person that I can build with, but she'd have to fit into my life well.
Yeah.
So for all the young men listening, obviously they're gonna thinking, what? Don't chase the hoes. I thought having all the girls, I'm Chad. I'm the man. What advice would you give to them that you wish you knew at that age?
Do you know what? I feel like it's kind of gone in the right direction to where I am, because I feel like it's definitely good to go and have your fun and do your thing with not necessarily going out and getting fucked up every weekend, because that'll fuck you up, but just going out and just being sexually active. That's probably the nicest way to put it. I feel like it's probably essential to get it out of your system, but once you've done it a few times, bro, like, you don't need to. Go build something. You can do something better with your time than just chasing a little bit of pussy that's worth absolutely nothing. Do you know what I mean? Fucking chasing like a 3 out of 10. Like, do you know, like, bro, like, what? Everybody's done dogs here and there, bro. I'll be completely real. Don't worry, I've done a couple. No threes, bro. I've done a couple 10s as well, bro. But it's like,
That's a thing,
bro. But it's like, you go on a night out, bro. Night out gets late. You don't care who your client. You don't give a fuck who you're having sex with at the end of the night, as long as you can get your dick wet. Am I wrong or not?
Yeah, no comment.
No comment.
You know that I'm right, man. Don't look at each other like that.
No comment. I ain't looked at him, but no comment.
That's crazy you say that, because definitely that's what we're saying to my boys. Like, yo, these girls, you're not gonna see them. They don't give a fuck about you. Once you got your nut, that's it. That's it, bro. Once you got your nut, they're gone. You got about your life going. You got nothing to show for it. And that's why I feel like it's definitely more important to build with one woman and actually set that foundation, actually have something to show. So when you look back in like a few years' time, a few months' time, and saying, wow, we've actually progressed together. So like that's what you do as well with your girlfriend as well. Like going to the gym and everything. Like, that's sick, guys.
Do you know what? That's one of my things that I do with girls, you know.
Wait,
like, I'd just be like, oh, babes, like, come on, come gym with me. That's like the first link out the way. Like, don't.
You know what? That's actually,
it's a nice little.
That's a
like,
better link than
bro.
I'm thinking, because the thing about, you know, people go out for drinks. I think, why would you go out and take an antidepressant on your first date when you're not even yourself? I know people say it's to set the mood, but why would you want to take an antidepressant to make you feel more loose? I don't think that's fair, right. A gym's a great way.
I'm gonna be completely real, bro. I love going out for a go with drinks.
On the first date as well.
Yeah, bro.
On the first date.
I'm not saying go out and get like absolutely fucked up, but it's like you just go and you.
I think a drink's cliche. Because I think once some man some girls as well get a drink, they're a bit like, ooh, yeah, what you want later, Harris?
But I would never wife a girl that I clout on the first date.
Oh,
that's
what?
fact.
That's it. I wouldn't do that either.
I don't, bro.
I think if you can get it that easy,
if
I can get it that easy, surely next man can get it that easy.
You're putting your pussy out like that for me. You're doing it for everybody.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? It's but one thing that I will say is having one girl. I thought about this earlier when you guys were talking about your girlfriends. Having one female there for you is, I notice in myself that that I'm a better person. I'm more confident. I'm probably nicer. I'm probably more vibrant. Just because you got that one person there, and they make you feel good about yourself. Obviously, although I've never had a girlfriend and I've never experienced it proper, but like if I'm seeing someone, I do feel better and I'm more confident.
You know what?
I think it's important, bro.
We need to find you a girlfriend, bro. One that fits right in your life.
Anybody who's watching this, Harris, his DMs are open.
She's gonna have to be nice, bro.
When you talk about a girl fitting perfectly in your life, what does that really entail? Does she have to do a specific kind of job?
No, there's nothing specifically that she has to do. I just think that I want her to understand that I'm busy, and I will understand that she's busy as well. If she's got something that she's trying to build, go do that, babe. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go and do your thing, obviously. Just understand that I'm doing mine as well, and you're not going to have my attention 24/7. Don't get me wrong. I'll make time for you when I can chill. But at the moment, I'm trying to go 100 miles an hour.
I think that's one thing that girls don't understand. They would get attention from a lot of guy who's actually probably doing nothing with his life compared to the guy who's actually replying less and doing more. Because he's out here on his grind, on his purpose, actually working hard and avoiding these distractions because he knows there's his purpose. But for anybody, especially the guys who just sit at home, play games and talking to girls, they have that time. They've literally got, I don't know personally, but they've literally got nothing as much going for them. Because like you said, you speak to your girlfriend, speak to my girlfriend. I don't really have a lot of time and attention to be sitting down 24/7 because I want to get up on my bully, go and actually work, get to where I need to be. Because I know for a fact, if I put this work in now, I won't have to work as hard when I'm 30s or in my 40s. Exactly. I can, because I've done it in my best years and now my older years, I can live happily.
you know what?
Casually.
I always throw a thing. It's like obviously like once you start doing better, it's like fucking Tate, E-Man. All these guys say it. All these like men's wellness influencers say it. They're like, once you start doing well, you get into shape, you start your own business and stuff like that. Girls will start coming your way. So you don't really think much of it, bro. Like they want me, bro. I'm being completely real. Like you just see them coming your way, and they all just want a bit of attention. But it's just picking the right one, man.
Yeah, it's
You know what
true
I mean?
because
She's got to be nice as well. She's got to be fit.
when you think about it, you've got a good body. They know you're making money. You might not brag about it, but someone can tell when you're doing all right for yourself.
I used to be that guy though that was so arrogant with my money, and it was all designer bottles in the club, making sure everybody knew. I cringe so much when I see myself. I hate it, bro. I hate it, but I thought I was on top of the fucking world when I used to be like that.
You say massive ego boost.
What, the money?
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably hiding insecurities.
Do you feel like the money was changing you?
You're making it sound like I was earning millions.
No.
Honestly, once you start earning probably a bit more dash than you usually, and probably you're earning a bit more probably than your friends as well. Do you feel like that ever went into your ego, that feeded your ego?
I feel like I probably lost a little bit of respect for money. Do you know what I mean? Now I hold on to it like it's precious. I don't want to fucking. I'm not tight. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not tight. I hate tight people. So I hold on to it like it's precious. My money. Do you know what I mean? Like pointless outgoings and stuff like that. Wasting money on pointless shit. I don't do that anymore. Do you know what I mean? I need to hold on to it. Reinvest in this, that, X, Y, Z. I never know what's gonna happen next. Do you know what I mean?
I like that. I really
Money.
like that.
What does money mean to you?
So money used to mean everything, but it doesn't anymore. It's very important. I think money is very important. I definitely think it's something that everybody should go and chase after, because without money, you can't really do a lot of fucking shit. Like,
Can't survive.
yeah, bro. Like, I want to be flying private, bro. Like, I want to do all the fun shit that you can do in life. I want a McLaren. Well, I'm gonna have a McLaren.
Hey.
That was in sync. That was hard. But my dad, when I was younger, when I was still working in the fish and chip shops, just before lockdown, actually. So what was that? 2020?
2019,
yeah, something like
that. Yeah, around that time, anyways, my dad went into hospital and he actually almost lost his life. I won't really get into it too much, but I obviously had to take more charge of the family businesses, become more of the man of the house at home. My dad was in hospital for something like 2 months, and that whole situation completely changed how I view money and how I think of it, because that was the big turning point from money means everything to me type thing, where I'm going to wear designer, I'm going to go to a club and do bottles, money means loads to me, I've got more money than you, I'm better than you type thing, to money doesn't mean anything when it comes down to these kind of situations. Like, it doesn't matter whether my dad was dead ass broke or my dad had $1 billion pounds. It wouldn't have mattered because my dad was in hospital like every other fucker.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, man, 100%.
What does it mean to you taking care of your health?
It means everything, bro. Good body, good mind. I mean, I don't skip a day at the gym. I train 7 days a week. I don't give a fuck. People like, you need a rest day, this, that. Fuck off, bro. Like, let me go up and do my thing. I'm training, man. It makes me happy to feel good about yourself, to look good, to be putting the right things inside your body and be more vibrant because you're not eating like shit.
So I'm glad you said that about being vibrant, because the food as well definitely takes an impact on being more vibrant. So for anybody listening who may be in a rut or in a shit place where they're feeling depressed or feeling down, what's the first piece of advice you would give them?
I feel like I wouldn't say that I've ever been depressed, but I feel like I went to a lower part of my life. I was just being a bitch, basically. I'll be completely real. It wasn't me being depressed, because I feel like once you Tate says it the best, bro. I feel like I'm gonna keep going back to this guy.
You know what?
The best.
When the man's an icon, you might as well.
If you get into the gym and you start looking after yourself, you start doing something for yourself, you will not feel as bad about yourself. I'm not saying that you're gonna feel amazing every day. Like last night, I didn't feel good about myself. I felt tired, legs were hurting. I didn't want to go to my 2 last shoots. I didn't want to. I wanted to get to bed and do fuck all. But it's like I got up and I did it. And when you keep doing these things, you don't even have an opportunity to feel bad because you're so busy.
You heard that. You heard that, innit?
But you guys are gonna leave this podcast and you're gonna go straight to the gym or something like that.
Nah, I'm glad you said. 'Cause some people that do need to hear it. Like just taking that one step.
Everybody nowadays, bro, is too like afraid of offending someone and beating around the bush and tiptoeing around everybody. Bro, I will tell my fat friends how it is. You're fucking fat. Get in the gym, bro. You're being lazy. You're making excuses. Like, you've been saying for ages that you want to start this business, you want to do this, you want to do that. Fucking show me. Don't say it.
Exactly. They've taken no steps to make it happen. It's not like,
It
okay,
pisses
cool.
me off.
Oh, I want to start this business. When we say do it, we don't mean just literally do it. At least write a plan out and then take your first step in that plan.
Not even a
And
fucking plan, bro. Just take some action. Do something. It doesn't have. It could be the smallest thing. Whereas, like, you just reach out. If you want to start doing videography, this is the example that I would give you. Just fucking, bro. Let's say you were someone that owns something. Can I come down to your business and can I film you something for free? Take your fucking iPhone and edit on like a shot on your iPhone, and that can be your first thing to add to your portfolio. It's a step in the right direction.
It's true.
It doesn't have to mean you have to go and get the best equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah. Eventually, the thing is though, once you start doing it, you will get there. And that's the thing people don't realize. Like the journey, you actually start from the bottom. Then as you get older, gain more the experiences, you do get the equipment, you do get everything that comes with it. So I'm glad you said it as well. Because I'm guessing when you probably started, did you have any equipment when you started?
I'll be honest. Obviously, I was in the fortunate position where I worked in the family.
Oh, okay.
business. I could earn a little bit of like I earned a little bit of dough, and I could go and buy my first camera and just be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it." But even if you can't like afford it, just shoot on your phone. You can go and earn money for free. Like people are on their phone scrolling through Insta every day. I know people that are social media managers. They sit and they post on social media from content that they've taken on their phone in businesses.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take the content. You can get paid £250 a month from a client to post like 3 times a week, a story every day. You have 10, bro. You have 10 clients. That's 2K, bro.
It's true.
Is it 2K? No, it's more than that. 2.5. 2.5, bro. You could be anywhere in the fucking world.
And posting don't even take long.
No, bro, it's the most effortless job. It's the most effortless job in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I actually met someone like that. He said she was getting paid from a client, and all she had to do was just post a 30-second video, and then she was like, "Yeah, how much pay for that? Yeah, she paid like £100, like almost a post or something like that. It's something easy." I was like, "Where is it to post a 30-second thing at a specific time?" She's like, "Yeah, easy money like that, easy money like that."
Us guys have it easy because we can do all these service-based businesses, and I feel like we're probably this isn't slander to the girls because I know girls in this industry that are doing extremely well, better than me, but I feel like I know more men that are doing well. But girls are in the fortunate position where they've got the upper hand to men, whereas they can go and gain a following on TikTok and Instagram so much easier. Because I know a girl who was in Dubai that got paid £1,500 for 2 Instagram posts. 2, bro.
2.
Yeah, £1,500, bro.
To do what?
Just to wear some fucking bikini or some clothes.
You know what?
Like
I would say, maybe I would say it's easy for girls to make a lot more money than guys.
if I was a girl,
I would say it's easier simply because first things first. The easiest job a lot of girls have, OnlyFans.
I knew you were
I
going
was
to say
just
it.
about to
I knew
say
you
it,
were
bro.
going to say it.
You could take a picture
I would be
of your
busting
feet
my pussy
and
out, bro. I would be collecting the bag.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm
true.
saying it's so easy because you have weak men with weak mindsets and mentality who will sit there on their phone. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that $14.50. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? So horny, so desperate. And
I think it's
that's
disgusting.
easy.
I've never paid for anything like that.
I
Man.
Yeah, I've
would
never
never
paid for OnlyFans.
pay for anything.
I never
like that in my
really
life.
understood OnlyFans, bro. Like,
I don't understand prostitutes.
what do you mean by that?
I couldn't bring myself to fuck a prostitute. I don't think, or like anything, like get anything sexually from them.
You know what? I
think
never
some-
I think
understood.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think some men like are so desperate and so needy that they'll do it because they don't care. I mean, for us, I would say I wouldn't do it anyway because it's more of a integrity thing and pride. Like,
Yeah,
I take myself so prideful that I ain't
agree
paying
with
for sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't paying for that.
Exactly. Why would we don't need to
That's
pay.
what I'm saying. Like, why would I pay for
Hey,
something?
you guys have girls. You've got it easy. Me, I'm out here in the I'm in the streets. I feel like if you're a man that isn't as available as other men, then I think that you are probably seen as the prize.
Yeah, you are more
yeah,
valuable.
Yeah.
But especially, I'm saying, speaking of majority, I feel like men chase a woman a lot more than women chase men.
I agree with that.
I would say.
But I feel like you kind of have to. I feel like not chase to the certain extent where you're fucking obsessed with them, but I feel like it's the man's duty to maybe take that role at the start when you first start talking to a girl, and then after that, I feel like roles change. Maybe after you have like a sexual relationship for the first time, etc. I feel like the roles kind of switch.
I can see where you
Do you,
come
do,
from.
do, do you understand what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
I
where
would
you
say
come
something like along the lines of
When I say
women
chase,
have the key to sex, but men have the key to the relationship.
yeah.
That's what
No,
you're trying to say.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I obviously when I say chase women, I don't mean that I'm fucking simping like I used to be, bro. Because I did used to chase girls like that. And it's,
No, you're not the only one, bro. Everyone's
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 been there. Yeah,
Character development.
I feel like you said, I feel like in a way you had to kind of do it to learn to get to where you are.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I wouldn't want to be now in my 21s chasing women after I know like, yo, did it boring, didn't want to do it again.
I don't regret anything, bro. I don't regret.
Yeah.
Like not even just girls or like simping or just anything that's happened in my life. There's not one thing that I regret, purely because I've learned everything from something that's happened in my past, good or bad. I've learned, oh fuck, if you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt, or if you go to the end of the rainbow, there's gonna be like a pot of gold there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there is lessons to be learned everywhere. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the smallest or the biggest one.
Facts.
And there's always lessons to be learned.
I'm just
There's
dropping,
more.
I'm dropping fucking bombs.
Yeah, bro.
All right. What's one of the biggest lessons you've learned? Life lesson.
That's a hard question. The biggest life lesson I've learned. Stay toxic. No, no. I'm joking. I'm not even toxic. I want a healthy relationship. Dead ass, bro. I want something healthy. I don't want to be playing games. I ain't got time for it. The biggest life lesson that I think I've learned is to have a smaller, immediate network of people around you.
Why?
But so I mean, your main circle of friends, keep it as minimal as possible, because there's not that many people. 10 people can't add that much value to your life. I'd be amazed if you had a group of 10 people that are all on the same page and all fucking grafters. That would be amazing. I'd love to have that, because fuck me, I'd be doing like 10 mil a month. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, it would be crazy, innit?
But it's major investments.
But it's like I don't need people that don't add value to my life. I feel like that is something that has really been a big factor to me. Probably something that I've learned. It's not as cool. I used to think it was so cool when I was younger. Being the most popular kid around, like going around town, knowing everybody and stuff like that. I don't like being like that now. Do you know what I mean? I'm cool with me, my best friend / business partner, getting after it together. Like, feel like nothing can stop us. Like, and I know that I can trust him. I know that he's not gonna. If I had a bitch, I know he's not gonna fuck my bitch.
Yeah.
I know that he's not gonna steal from me, and he knows I'm not gonna do the same to him. He knows that I'm never gonna speak bad about him. He's like my brother, literally.
You know what? Bringing up Tate one more time. Tate said the exact same thing. He was like, he's so grateful for his brother.
Joe, this is
because he can go twice as far. Go, Kieran, go on.
I want to say, I feel like it's the same with us, though.
Bro, no.
He said everyone needs to find a brother.
Yeah,
if you don't have a biological one,
I saw that clip and I sent it to Chris. If you don't have your biological brother, you have to go and find him. Tate said it the best. And I feel like I've found mine. And I've had him for a very long time. And I don't think anything will tear us apart. I feel like genuinely oh, you guys are cute, man. I don't.
No homo.
I genuinely believe
That's a bit sus, bro. That's a bit sus. I'm not gonna lie.
I genuinely believe that it's like we can do anything together, bro. Like we can conquer the fucking world. Do you know what I mean?
For real, man.
Since we started this podcast and before, when we was even planning the podcast, we look at each other like, we got this, bro. Like, you know, we just know as well. One thing about it is being accountable with yourself, but being accountable as two men who share the same vision. We're twice as hard. We're twice as dangerous. The vision's gonna get done twice as quick.
I feel like me and Chris, we're so similar, but yet so different in some ways. Like me, Chris, I know that I inspire Chris that I am getting up and I'm going to the gym, regardless of how I feel every single day. I don't miss a day. I'm at the gym. Like, and I know that that's a big factor for Chris, but Chris helps me be more confident when I shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, it's not big enough.
Yeah. Chris, I know that Chris and me, he helps me just be a more confident person. And it's like, if I don't feel as confident in myself one day or something like that, Chris just be like, hey, you're the guy, bro. Like, why are you being like that? Look at you, you're fly. You go to the gym every day. You got like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes you feel good, bro. It's good. It's good having those balances, because Chris probably is a bit more louder than me, probably a bit more confident in himself, etc. Like we just outweigh each other. We just add value to each other.
Yeah. I feel the same between us as well. Because I remember when we started, he was more enthusiastic about each milestone, even though the tiny milestones, and that kind of got me excited as well. And then I was like, you know what? We should be celebrating these because it's part of the journey.
You know what it is? I feel like I don't even celebrate as much no more when something crazy happens. Like I remember when I signed my first retainer client, it was like $650 a month. And I remember we jumped outside of the meeting, and me and Chris were like happy as fuck, like bouncing around. I've got a video on my phone of it. And but now it's like fuck. We land another client. It's just fuck that. Like there's no feeling or emotion. We shake each other's hand. We shake each other's hand. Me and Chris.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. On to the next. We need to start. We need to level up. We need someone else. We need someone paying more. We need the next client.
To be fair, I feel like that's how it will get with us eventually. Once we
With you
cement
guys,
our foot down.
it'll be the guest that you go on. You get the guest on. You watch it back. Oh, that was a sick episode. Right. Who's next?
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's what I've been saying. Though. I feel like as we've gone on podcasts each week, the guests have been getting better. The conversations been getting different. We're building networks each and every time. That's what I'm saying. We're still young age. It's 21. I think what we aspire to do next is probably get someone with more experience than everyone is in the old ages who actually live life and actually get what I'm saying. Because a lot of us, especially for us, all young entrepreneurs. So when people see like you doing your thing, think, wow, my man's 21. It's inspiring. You get what I'm saying?
I said earlier that I've got no regrets. I've got one regret. My only regret to this day is not starting sooner.
That's everyone's regret.
This is what I was saying.
I said the same thing. He said the same thing. And we kind of got to the point where it's like, we can't really call it a regret. Because without that experience, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So,
100%. 100. I agree with you, but I just wish that I started everything.
Same.
Fucking imagine if I started doing what I was doing at like
Exactly.
18,
Imagine
That's
where
what
we'd
I'm
be
saying.
right now.
Because even
I'll be in Dubai, bro. In my jet.
Even what you were saying though, like wasting time. You said the biggest time distractors as in partying, girls, computing, and just doing fuck all nada. I feel like you kind of all had to do all three of them to understand and actually realize, learn and feel like, yo, this is dead. This is what's actually more important in life. So, like I said, I do kind of regret it, but like you said, it's what got me to what. That's what I'm saying. It's part of it. So I would never like fully kick it up and be down, but definitely to really learn it, you utilize it and you put it in your plan every day. You don't go and think, oh, you know what, I know about wasting time. But no, get up. There's shit to be done. You know where you want to be. You got your goal, plans, and objective. Complete them. So I'm glad I'm with light people right now. Same mindset. It's always good.
I don't want people to think that it's like it's constant. I'm fucking going. All it is every day is 1000%. I'm working constantly, because it's not that case. Don't get me wrong. I still might sit and chill and like eat some food and put a YouTube video on for a bit.
Yeah, of
Do
course.
you know what I mean? Like
it's human.
You have to have that.
You know what it is? No one in this world is 100% efficient. I seen this was like a video ages ago saying if humans were 100% efficient, you know how it says 10,000 hours to master a skill? We could master like 100 and something skills in our lifetime, but it's just not possible. So really and truly, we could only master like 2-3 skills in our lifetime, because we do sit, chill, we do eat, we do lay in sometimes. So yeah, it's like.
Has there ever been like an experience to you that's given you that paradigm shift?
What's paradigm shift?
It's like, basically a change in your perspective of life.
Of life,
yeah.
Fucking hell, that's like some deep shit. Wait, have you guys got like examples?
Okay, like for me,
this would probably help me to understand what you
go
mean.
on. He give his and then I'll give mine.
Go on.
My paradigm shift was when I was actually sitting down and watching YouTube. I thought life is shit. There's nothing to life. I don't see anyone around me doing anything really noticeable. Then I turned on Nella Rose. I don't know if you guys know who she is, some London YouTuber. And she was doing like her apartment tour. And I said, she's not that much older than me. Like if I start doing what she's doing now, I could have what she has. And I'm just like, yo, I'm going to start creating content. That's when I started my YouTube journey as well. So that's my paradigm shift.
I think I've got two, but I'm gonna go with one. So first one was gaming. I just remember completing a season of FIFA, bro. A career mode season of FIFA. I finished the season and I thought, bro, I created my own club.
Just deep in
and then I was like, I remember finishing it. And I was like, bro, what do we do now? You go again. And I think that's kind of entrapping me in a cycle.
Wait, you completed career mode?
A season of career mode.
Just
You can't actually career. You complete the season. I think, what do you do now? You just go again. Go again. And I thought to myself, right, there's actually more to life than sitting here and wasting my time on a game that when the new FIFA comes out, I got to do the exact same thing. It feels like I'm stuck in this game and I don't want to do that. But the second one was working at Primark. Oh my God. The work. I had to think, because in the weekdays, you work with the older folks. And I just remember coming in there and everybody's like just in their till section. And I thought, I'm at the ladies, oh, how old are you? She's like, yeah, I'm 60. I was another lady, yeah, I'm 40, I'm 50. I thought, is this really what I want to be doing when I'm 40, 50 or 60? And it kind of had me scared that they were so happy. Like, I don't really know in person, but kind of scared. They were so happy to stand in this job for, I think it's a 4-hour minimum shift. And these are ladies who have probably been through a lot in life, so be tired and had a lot of backaches. And they were happy to just beep, 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 beep. To me, I couldn't live my life with just hearing a beep, a beep.
Some people are cool
beep,
with
beep.
it, though.
That's
Like,
but I feel like there's more to life.
So do I.
It's
But
crazy.
like,
I think it's scary though.
if someone's happy with it, then they can go do their thing. I just don't think that it's.
But that's what gave me that
Something for
shift
me.
because I never ever wanted to ever settle for life like that. I believe I deserve more. I'm gonna earn more. I'm gonna get to where I need to be because working in I need to get me. I'm Primark. There's more to life than having a 9 to 5. For him to tell me I can't go and get a drink of water because I'm on shift.
They said that to you.
Yo, you know,
I've had that happen to me before.
do you know how I thought, you're telling me I can't get a drink because I almost work?
Do you want to know what did it for me when I was at the
Dickhead.
shop? Do you want to know what did it for me when I was
What?
in the family business? Because we were busy at the shop, I needed shit in it at the shop. Right? And we were busy and I didn't have the time for like an hour to go and have a shit. And that fucked me off. I was like, I don't even have the time to shit. Bro, it sounds funny, but it's like, bro, that actually pissed me off. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel you. But for our next man to tell you, yo, I can't shit now.
no one told me, bro. I couldn't.
Oh, you
Because
couldn't?
too busy.
Because it's a brick and mortar business and I was busy.
Yeah.
I was busy at the front of the shop, cooking, doing whatever I had to do. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was at the shop, I was in charge. I was the boss.
Yeah.
But we were busy, so I couldn't. I was like, why the fuck would I want to work a job where I can't have a shit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's mad. It's mad when you think about it.
But like you said, it's crazy though. Like, I feel like some of these people settle because they don't know better. They don't know that there could be money made online. And especially like when I see man working these hard slave labor hours at Amazon. Like, I'm someone who keep doing it for a living and I think, is there no, can you understand you
They pay
earning
quite
this
well,
money?
though.
Yeah, you get paid by quite
Yeah.
well. Saying, would you want to do this for the rest of your life? Or is this, are you doing this for now to invest in yourself in the future? Because I know a lot of man who's done that for years thinking, bro, what's the end goal? Because I know your back's tired. I know you're tired.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're going to reinvest this into a course or maybe start your business. Like, nah, bro, go again. But I just got this new trap star jacket, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. You've got nothing to show for it, but a trap star jacket and maybe a Mercedes A-Class that you got on finance that you're still paying for in 3-4 years. It's crazy that people want to settle.
But you know what it is? Sometimes you got to put it in perspective. Like, cool, young people, I understand why you're saying that. But when it comes to older people, they're not as fortunate as others. Like, some could be immigrants, moved to the country, didn't really have an education. So they got to work jobs like Primark or Argos, these retail jobs that you don't really need education for. And from where they come from, the wage that they're getting is pretty good.
True.
And they can live. They're probably living with a few family members as well in the house,
These
splitting the rent.
guys that come from like these like Eastern European countries, they are fucking dogs when it comes to work. They'll work like 2
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
That's saying for
They'll
them, that job's perfect. But for anyone our age, listening to us, especially listening to this podcast right now, you got
You have to
definitely
at
do
least
more.
try,
You have
man.
to
At
try.
least try,
I say,
especially when you're young, man.
no one would ever condemn you for trying.
Yeah,
That's a straight fact. If anything, everyone
And
would
if
more
they do,
respect and
you're a
clap you for
loser.
trying.
There's that ASAP Rocky clip, and he's like, how you gonna hate someone for trying?
Yeah, I've
just
seen it.
trying, bro. Like that. I remember I put that on my Insta. I saw that. I was like, this is so sick. It's like 4 words.
It's true though. Like, yo, especially people who are doing well and they see somebody else doing well, they clap. Like, bro, I see you doing your thing. You see you trying. You're actually elevating yourself. They clap. But it's the people who aren't doing so well, who aren't doing nothing in life. They'll be like, oh, why are you doing that for? They're not the people you want to listen to. You want to be with triers and doers.
I remember people said to me, man, before I started earning proper dough from doing videography, these 2 guys that I was more acquaintances with, they were like, why aren't you just taking over the family business, man? Like, why are you trying to do something different? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Like, shut the fuck up, man. I know that person is still, those people are still in the exact same place that they were when we had that exact conversation.
Yeah.
I made it
Comfortability.
out. Do you know what I mean? They were in the shop as well, in their family businesses, doing the exact same thing, but I'm out.
That's what I'm saying. You took that step, set out the comfort zone.
Yep.
They don't see it. People don't see the vision.
But we would hope now they've seen you do it, they think, you know what? Why don't I actually try to take a step in a different direction on my own path? So I'm glad you said that.
And really, truly, it's never too late. I don't know the
It's
stats
never.
on when.
I agree with you. I
Yeah.
completely agree with
Gary
you.
Vee.
Look at Jay-Z. That guy's old as hell. When did he start rapping? When he was like 40 or something? I'm sure it was like 50 something.
Grant
like that.
Cardone, innit? He didn't make his first million until he was like 43.
This is what
Look
I'm
at
saying.
Gary Vee. He didn't release his first piece of content till like what? He's 50 years old. now man's got one of the biggest kind of self-development influences page ever. At 50 years old.
Gary Vee makes me laugh. What is it? It's like, you've got so much time.
Yeah. I think that's why he says it though, because I don't think people realize Gary didn't start till he was late.
That was perfect.
Shout out Gary Vee though. Oh, fuck with Gary.
I know one of my clients currently, I can't remember what job they had before, but they had a normal job and they weren't enjoying life. They weren't happy. They started online coaching after being coached and really enjoying it. They've changed their life. They quit their job and they're like 45. And like, that's so sick. It made me so happy when I found out and I spoke to him. I'm like, I want to do what you're doing. Like, he was one of my first paying clients that's been with me from the start. And it made me, that story was like, it made me so happy when I told him. I was like, I've left the shop. Like, I'm just doing this full time. Like, I know that he was happy for me. Like, it's just sick. And that proves that you can never be too old. True. Like, it proves it. He's like 45.
Yeah, I think that goes to like the linking in with the name of the podcast. Like, you are the CEO of your life. You're in complete control.
You're in charge.
You're in the highest position to do whatever you want to do in life. You can create your own pathway. You can make anything you want to do. But it takes people to realize and understand that before you ever take a step, it starts within yourself.
It's true.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to really have a plan and a vision to think, I'm going to take myself there. Because with no plan and vision, you're just taking the day step by step with no guidance.
I feel like there's sometimes going to be days that where you really don't believe in yourself. Some days when, not so much anymore because a lot more's happening every single day. But before, like I used to get a little bit down that I wasn't landing clients and stuff like that.
Have you ever
like,
felt lonely in your entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
What's
I
that
feel lonely.
like?
I feel lonely all the time, bro. I don't care. Let's get
And you single as well?
Yeah, bro. Huh?
And you single as well?
I'll be completely real, bro. Like, I might FaceTime between here and there at night time just to keep me going. I'm just being real. But bro, it gets lonely.
It's still kind of lonely.
Yeah,
bro. It's
like,
it's nothing to do with having somebody there or not, because I feel like you have to be okay on your own. But
Yeah, you
bro,
do.
like it just, obviously I'm fortunate enough that I got my business partner there, but I still get lonely sometimes because it's like, if all you're doing is putting in your energy into X, Y, Z, and you're not going out and socializing as much and stuff like that, like, it's like, fuck, like you might have a bit of FOMO here and there. Fuck, like, can I actually go and have some fun and stuff like that? But then I'll get up the next day. I'm like, this is fun to me. I enjoy this. Like, I wouldn't want it any other way.
would you say for anyone that wants to take the risk, so they do something that they enjoy and try and make money off it that way, or do something that they know is going to make the money?
I feel like I'm the best person to come to for advice on starting something. So let's say if you came to me and I'm going to use the gym example because I'm educated with the gym. But let's say if you came to me and you were like, hey, I don't know what to do with my life. What shall I do? What business should I start? What profession should I go in, etc. Like, I'd say to you, what do you enjoy? And you'd say to me, gym. And I would say, okay, so you got the gym. What can you do with the gym? You can start online coaching. You could start being a fitness model. You could start a fitness page on Instagram. You could start a fitness YouTube channel. You could start making gym clothing. You could start protein, like a protein supplement brand or something along those lines. There's endless amounts of things and avenues that you could go down. It doesn't have to be like the most enjoyable part around that. Like for me, my thing that I enjoyed that led me to video marketing was I enjoyed making my own content. I enjoyed making YouTube videos. That was my favorite thing to do, and that was my piece. Like my break from work now is I will get off my laptop after 6 straight hours of editing. Not straight hours, I'll have breaks in between.
Yeah.
But I'll get off my laptop after 6 hours of editing or something like that. And my relaxation will be jumping back on my laptop and then making my own content because I enjoy it. But using something that you enjoy and turning it into something that you can monetize, I think is a good way to make money because you know that you can do it consistently.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's perfectly said.
So what if I said to you, but H, I don't want my face online.
Bro, you can start a fucking meme page, bro. I know there's someone from Worcester, local to me, a tiny city, bro, 100,000 people. His name's Kit, the owner of Puberty. You know that.
Really?
He lives in Worcester.
Yeah, bro. Oh no, I don't know if he still lives in Worcester. He's more of an acquaintance. I'm not friends with him.
Yeah.
But he's from Worcester, bro. Is his face anywhere on there at all? It's a fucking meme page, bro. And he, on his story, on his main Insta, his personal one, fucking chilling with KSI the other day in Speed, bro. Like this guy's killing it. Wow. You don't need to show your face. You could start a fucking, if you enjoyed boxing, bro, you could go make a boxing TikTok and start cutting up boxing clips and posting.
Yeah.
You know what? Same as that man who made the football videos on TikTok, the football edits. How much views and likes do they get?
It's true.
Crazy views and likes.
Bro, it's nuts, bro. And it's like you get that one thing right. It's like, oh, fuck. shit, I'm maybe gonna get some ballers down for a shoot, or maybe this football brand is gonna hit me up for a brand deal or something. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
monetize, or you even sell the page.
Wow. Talent age. Talent age.
You know, that was some good advice. Though.
I won't let people like. I just hate when people come up with excuses because there is no excuse.
All right.
There's no way not to make dough.
I got one big excuse that a lot of men say. Because before I started the podcast, I did suggest to someone that I'm gonna start a podcast. They were like, "Oh, it's oversaturated, man. I got to."
Should just told them shut the fuck up.
You know what? You know what the best answer was? Silence. Because I did it anyway.
Yeah.
And they watch it.
I
And they watch it. You get what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I think the other time they came up to me at uni and was like, "Oh, I actually watched your podcast." Of course you did, bro.
Oh, it's
you
the same guy that does.
Yeah, you pre me, bro. You get what I'm saying? You see me winning. You see what I'm doing. But what would you say to anyone? Because a lot of people have that doubt when they're like, "Oh, but you know what? That place is oversaturated. A lot of people are doing that already." What would you say to people like that?
Just say who the fuck cares, to be honest with you. I just do it anyways, bro. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I think there has to be, like, obviously to a certain extent, but you just need to be doing what makes you happy, man. And it's like, if you're better than someone else, even in an oversaturated market, if you are the best person that could possibly offer that service, then people are going to inevitably end up coming to you. If you put everything into it, you're going to be able to build something out. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that everything's easy, because different industries and different niches are harder than each other. Because that's a fact. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted to build a car company or something like that, it's going to be a way more challenging than me wanting to start a video marketing agency. But it's just gotta fucking go for it either way.
I love you, words of wisdom. I swear down. We had a great conversation. You dropped some gems. Not just for me, you know, for everyone watching.
Everyone.
Thank you guys.
I think to myself, if I was not here and I was watching this podcast, I'd be like, wow, these guys are so cool.
One
I'm
thing
gonna follow them on
One
Instagram.
thing that I want to say before we finish.
One
One thing I want to say before we finish. One of my favorite things. I thought of this earlier in the pod, but I never got a chance to say it. One of my favorite things, and one thing that makes me fired the fuck up, is when I've made someone motivated. When someone has DM'd me on Instagram, or I've seen someone in real life, and they've been, H, I fuck with what you're doing. It inspires me. That makes me happy, and I feel like I would love to be able to like do that on a larger scale.
Yeah, I feel like saying, especially the podcast, like when we was releasing the clips on podcasts, I think one of the lads sent me the copy, was like, "Yo, I'm actually glad you said this and put it on the pod," because like, even though we may not be as big, you're still providing content and meaningful content.
If it's one person that's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go up today, I'm gonna go to the gym and be a better person.
Exactly.
You know what the thing is though? You could do this in your sleep, because someone across the world probably see it and thought, "Yo, I fucking what H is saying." You know, like I'm actually applying this in my life. It's crazy what the internet can do, man.
You know what it is? I went to a job the other day, and the person working behind the bar, they just started the job, and they were depressed. They got jumped at the nightclub that they used to work at.
Damn.
2 guys came behind the bar and fucked him up.
Damn.
I don't really know the story, but that's what happened. And he said he went to a really dark place, and he said that seeing me get up at 6 a.m. every day, and my partner as well, getting up at 6 a.m. every day and going straight to the gym, used to inspire him and make him want to be better. Like, that fucking makes me happy, man. That's what it's about, bro.
And I know that pushes you to keep going as well.
Man. It makes it more worth it.
That's what I'm saying. It definitely does push you to keep wanting to do it more.
Costs nothing to help someone, man. If you can make someone
It's
feel
literally
good.
free. We were saying, oh my god, that goes back to the social
Bro, we
media
can sit here for
sharing
like
thing.
5
Like,
hours,
like,
bro.
yo, what you just said, it costs nothing, bro. It costs nothing to help support your friends. Like when you were saying your friends wasn't following the page and everything, it costs nothing not to follow and share.
Hundo.
But like, it goes to show the really true colors.
Yeah.
Because like, yo, if I'm your boy, you're my boy, I'm gonna make sure I do anything to make sure that you succeed. You're my boy. I want to see you win.
For real.
So like, to think people are out here like don't want to share even just those boys' pages or show like a bit of support, it's crazy to me. In reality, you receive more love from strangers than you actually close people, especially over the internet. It's crazy though.
It's facts, bro. It's facts. It's weird. It is weird.
I imagine you was probably like, "Wow, just a stranger at some job, just be like,
Yeah, bro. Some weird, like not weird. Some people that I don't even know, bro, will just come up to me and show me love, and like,
Celebrity.
obviously it's refreshing, but it's like, no,
Yeah,
I don't even like to
celebrity.
think of it like that. I'll be real. Don't even
So
mean
what's
to
the
toot my own horn, man. I get recognized sometimes. That's fucking cool, bro. They're like,
go
you're that
Tesco
guy from
no more.
TikTok. They're like, you're that guy from TikTok.
that little stupid video."
On this podcast, we have a closing tradition where our previous guest leaves a question for the next guest.
Yeah.
And Adara has left you this question. What would you do if you had to start from £0 in a business? Or what steps would you take to make money with no startup cost?
I'd start a service. If I had to start a business with no startup cost or make money with no startup cost, it would be a service-based business. It's people don't understand how easy it is to make good money.
What kind of service-based business has no
Anything
start cost?
marketing. Anything marketing. It doesn't have to be video marketing like I do because the equipment's expensive. But if you start doing emails for someone, you can go online and you can find an AI that will write you an email that's like a marketing email for someone, and you can land the client for what, like 2K a month. And all you're gonna fucking do is get this AI to write you an email and send it to all their existing customers that have already signed up with them.
True.
Bro, like,
I've had that thought as well. And it's all over Fiverr. People do that on Fiverr as well.
Bro.
It's crazy, man.
Easy.
It's crazy.
Have I got to leave a question now?
Yeah, but
we're
not
gonna,
here.
we're gonna write it down.
You
Sorry,
text
man.
us or we write it.
Yeah.
H, that's been definitely an amazing conversation, my boy. My boy.
It's
It's been amazing
My
to
boy.
meet you guys. It's been
Obviously-
amazing to meet you guys, genuinely, and just thank you for having me here. And I
That's-
feel like with the connection that we've made, is
We're
dope.
definitely,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
definitely
we're gonna
working
chop
after
it up
this.
way more.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely taking your number after
That's
this.
what I'm saying. But first and foremost, we've definitely learned a lot from you. We hope the people at home listening, we just want to say a massive thank you. And where can they check you out, Ish?
My Insta's HarrisNeo_, and my business page on Insta is Gooms Viz. But watch out, everything Gooms. We're gonna fucking take over and conquer. Gooms to the world and back.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ish.
Thanks, bro.
Love, thank you.